Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a Magic Wallet review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. That's right, doing another Magic Wallet review. If you've been through my channel, watch my channel, scroll through my past videos, you will see nobody has reviewed more Magic Wallets than me. Not only have I reviewed those Magic Wallets, but I've also done comparison videos where I've talked about the best peak, the best wallet for this, or the best wallet for that. My history, the videos that I've done, extensive, right? Extensive. And I still, to this day, have at least 20, probably 20 wallets on my shelf that I keep because they're good for either this or that. And so really excited to show you the Apex wallet today from Thomas Sealey and saturnmagic.co.uk. And here's the thing, I'll just be flat out perfectly honest with you right up front, okay? I bought this wallet, 99 bucks, bought this wallet from penguinmagic.com. And originally, this was gonna be a video that I would do over for the member section, because if you don't know, I have a member section. I'll put something at the end of this if you want to learn more about this. But basically, that's where I review tricks that I purchase with my own money, because I buy tricks every single month. I spend hundreds of dollars on magic every single month. And so the member section is where I review those things. And so this was going to be a fun feature for the members. But when I went out to YouTube, I didn't see anybody who had reviewed the Apex wallet. So I kind of felt like this had to get put out there. And so that is why I'm doing this video for you guys. And so I want to tell you all about what the Apex is. So the Apex is a minimalist wallet. Okay, first of all, that means it's small, narrow. For those of you who like to jam wallets full of credit cards and packet tricks, you know, this is a much smaller profile. It also means it doesn't have a billfold, right? There's no designated place to put currency. It is also an all-in-one wallet, which means it's not a wallet that just does a peek or just does a switch or just does card to wallet. This is a wallet that does all of those things. So it's a peek, it's a load, and it's a switch, all packed in one. And first, I want to show you how big it is really quick. So this is profile against the Orphic wallet. So Orphic wallet is also an all-in-one wallet. This is how it stands up to that. The Shadow wallet, here it is next to the Shadow wallet. And I would say the Shadow wallet and then here the Edge wallet, those are probably the two wallets currently on the market that come close to this same style of wallet. And you might say, okay, well, what does it look like up close? Well, let me show you. All right, here's the Apex wallet up close. You can see exactly what it looks like. And I'm sure one of your questions is it made with real leather? That was a question I had too, because it's right at $99. So it kind of feels like maybe it's synthetic. And in the ad copy, it says it's crazy horse leather. It is leather. It is leather. I asked Thomas Sealey directly, and it is the kind of wallet leather that as it gets rubbed and receives like, you know, scuffs, that it starts to age and look more vintagey. So that's the kind of wallet leather it's made from. So right here in the front, you can see that there's a peek window, and this is a very special peek window. I'll tell you a little bit more about it. And then there's one pocket up here at the top. Here, this is nothing, okay? This is just a seam, so there's nothing there. The opening is actually right here. So there is a switch, a Himber device, and a peek inside this one lip. On the back side, the top here is a zipper. So that would be your load, that would be your card to wallet, okay? And that's some of the pockets that are here on the side. And then there's some credit card pockets and some packet trick pockets here on the back side. And so that is what the Apex looks like close up. And for your $99, you get this large drawer pull box. It's hard shelled. Inside this, there is a invisible frame, right? A levitation frame. Like you could pull this out and you could display your favorite deck of cards in it on your shelf. You'll get the wallet. On top of that, you'll get several slides that you'll need for the loading. You'll get envelopes for card to wallet or card to envelope. And you'll get a coin glide, and you'll get the wallet, of course, and you'll get access to the tutorial. Now, the tutorial is 3 hours long. 3 hours long. Most of it is Saturn Magic's explanation and live performances. There's a very smaller portion at the very beginning, I think like 40 minutes, where it's just Thomas Sealey in the wallet and he goes through all the ins and outs of it. So it's kind of two different sections, and I want to tell you what's on the video and what you learn. So the first part is Thomas Sealey. He's at a stationary camera, he's seated at a table, and there is no microphone. He's going to talk to you about what's in the box, how to break in the leather. He'll go over the Himber switch, both sides and the zipper side, which means you get two Himber switches. Both sides have a Himber feature. Then he's going to go through the main peak, and yes, if you're wondering if your ID can fit in that front window, it can. He'll talk to you about how to load things like cards and rings and coins. He'll also give you a really cool advice for the Himber sides that you could use both of them as outs. So you could have 4 multiple outs in this wallet. And then he's going to give you some thanks and some crediting, and that's pretty much the 40 minutes. And so in that portion, like I said, he isn't mic'd, and so you kind of have to have the volume jacked really high. But within that 40 minutes, he's going to go through all the ins and outs of the wallet. And so you should be off and running if you already are familiar with doing a card to wallet or doing peaks. If you know some of those tricks already and you have routines that are already built around those tricks, then this wallet becomes a tool that is easily adaptable. But if you need more teaching, you want to see what the wallet looks like in action, then what Saturn Magic is going to do is they're going to come in around that 40-minute mark, and they're going to give you some advice and some teaching. So in that, they have live performances out in the real world. They have studio performances. There's 2 teachers, 2 instructors, and they're kind of in a blue screen environment. And it's obvious that they spent a lot of time there because they changed their jackets, they changed their shirts. So there's multiple different times when they came in and out of the recording studio. They are also not mic'd. So overall, this entire video plays very soft. I had to push the volume all the way up on my media player and then all the way up on my computer. And then even still, it was right at the volume where I could just hear what was going on. But if I had other ambient sounds in the room or I was trying to do other things, then it was almost impossible for me to hear the video. So it was really, really quiet. But let me tell you what Saturn Magic teaches you. So they're going to go over the peak, of course, and they're going to give you 2 different performances and explanations and a ton of tips. They're going to talk about card to envelope, how you can prep your envelopes that you get, what kind of envelopes you can purchase. They're going to go through the loading, and they're going to go through a basic envelope performance and then cover all the handling. They're also going to do the card to the zippered location as well. And then they're going to talk about the Himber aspect, and they'll give you a real world performance and explanations for that. And they'll use the zipper side, the load side, as a switcher as well. They'll cover the multiple outs aspect, and they'll teach you a ring to envelope routine. Now, of course, that means you need a ring that's going to fit inside of the slide, but that shouldn't be too hard. They're going to give you a performance that combines the wallet with the ring flight marketed effect. There is a trick called the black hole vanish. They'll talk to you about how to load other small objects. There's even some more peak teaching in there. There's a rainbow card trick. They're going to use a forcing bag with one of their tricks. And then they're going to go into care and maintenance. And this is great. They'll talk about all the different types of leather finishes, how the peak window could be modified. They'll talk to you about stretching out your pocket wallets so that they fit more things and that things slide in and out well. They'll talk to you about how to care for and adjust the peak, and even how to take the peak apart and what kind of film they used. And they'll go through just everything they can, go above and beyond to give you all the ins and outs and all the tips and tricks for this wallet. Now, I promised you that I would tell you a little bit more about the peak, because the peak is what makes this wallet unique from any other. Most peaks, right, are one of 2 ways. The first way a peak could be is that as you put the billet in, right, or put the card in, simply by aiming it at your face, right, turning it a different way, you, the magician, see the peak. But that would also mean that if somebody grabbed the wallet from you in that moment and turned it around, they would see the peak as well. So the peak is obvious. So once the item goes in, the peak is visible to everyone, but it just so happens to be visible for the magician because it's facing the magician. The second type of peak is where the peak is on the inside. So the billet or the card goes into the wallet. You could show both sides of the wallet, but the peak is not visible. And then somehow going back to the wallet, opening it back up, or taking a billet back out, or removing a bill, somehow where you're then opening the wallet or a trap door on the wallet, right? Then you're getting your peak. What this wallet does is it kind of combines both of those things together using a moving part. So there's a moving part, there is we'll call it technology built into this, that you put the peak in, right? And for the most part, it should be exposed, like we see with the shadow wallet where it should be exposed. However, this wallet could be turned around in that same moment and the spectator would only see black. They wouldn't see anything. There is a activation that the magician can do to when the moment is right, the moment is revealed itself, you know, when you think nobody's looking or, you know, undercover, you can activate the peak and then you will see the peak, only you. But you're doing something. You're doing a motion, you're doing a movement that enables that to happen. So for the most part, this acts like the shadow peak, right? Or other peaks where the peak is on the outside, but it's completely invisible when it happens. You can immediately flash and the spectator wouldn't see anything. And it's only when you're ready to reveal the peak to yourself, which means you can orchestrate that event, right? You are in complete control of that event so that the wallet doesn't come under any suspicion. No one's gonna be grabbing that and saying, what were you looking at, right? Which means the positives for this wallet is it is a great all-in-one, right? There are several of these wallets out there where the wallet has multiple features. And I think when some of us spend our money, we're looking for a wallet, one wallet that's going to be the dream wallet that does everything, right? Because we don't want to spend $100 on a peak wallet and $100 on a Himber and $100 on card to wallet. So we said, no, I want to spend $100 on something that does all three in one, okay? So to have an all-in-one, this is a great all-in-one. And the fact that they give you 3 hours worth of material, right? You're going to get tons of ideas, tons of tips. They want to hold your hand through all of it, which means not just tricks, but also care and maintenance and longevity. They want this wallet to go the distance with you, even if it means you having to modify it to make it the wallet that you want, which takes us to our negatives, okay? Let me just say, because the wallet is an all-in-one, right? That means that there could be more than one negative. And for me, that's kind of where it was. It's not like one opening is the peak and one opening is the Himber and one opening is the card to wallet. They made those openings do multiple things. So that means it just takes feel and learning to kind of manipulate around those things. Now, let me talk to you about the peak. You need to use Sharpie markers. You have to use Sharpie markers because of the utility. Now, some of you use the golf pencils, and so that could be a thing. So you have to write in thick black in order for the peak device to work. Loading, let's talk about loading. Most of the time in the wallets that I have, when you have a glide or a slide, right? You're pushing the slide and glide in along with the object into the wallet and then the glide disappears. With this one, you're using the glide to load the object, but then you have to remove the glide before you can bring the wallet out. So in this one, the glides kind of lock in place so that you can find your mark, but there's an extra step where you have to pull the glide out before you pull the wallet out. So just felt like you had to know that too. But there is also good news. I can go back and do positives again. I can do positives again, because here's the thing. If any of those things don't work for you, that is where the teaching comes in. That is where the 3 hours of teaching comes in, because they're going to go back through all of this and say, hey, if this peak doesn't work for you, here's how you can fix it. You know, if the loading or the switching device doesn't work for you, you can pull it out, right? There's all these kind of mods you can do, and they're actually going to show you the wallet in different stages and different forms where you can kind of use the tools that they give you to build your dream wallet. Okay, they're going to give you all the necessary ideas and tools so that when the Apex wallet comes, you can then make it the wallet that works for you. You might not keep the mechanism inside. You might think, oh, it's too much work. You might pull that whole mechanism out and put something else in there. And then the peak works for you perfectly. And then you've got a peak that works and a switch that works and a load that works. You can mod it however you like. You could buy this wallet and say, you know what? I'm never going to do card to wallet anyway. I don't do card to wallet because I'm not a card magician. I'm a mentalist. Again, you'll do what works for you the best, right? And I think the Apex wallet allows you some of that freedom. And the teaching certainly goes above and beyond to give you that freedom. All right, that's everything I can say. I think I've rambled on long enough. I hope I've answered questions for you, or at least introduced you to a trick that you didn't know anything about. And if that's the case, please do me a favor, hit like, subscribe, and follow. Mash all those buttons. That really helps me out a lot. I'm trying to hit 55,000 subs by my 55th birthday. So that's my personal birthday stretch goal, and you can help. You can help make that happen. And like I said, I purchased this myself from penguinmagic.com. And if you'd like to buy one, you could go there too. Of course, you can always pick it up from Saturn Magic as well. And thanks so much, you guys, for following me and watching my channel. I couldn't do it without you guys. See you next time. Bye. Hey, did you know there are over 300 videos and reviews that you've never even seen here at Magic Orthodoxy? It's true. And if you join the membership section today, you'll get unlimited access to that exclusive content. What are those videos? These would be the magic tricks that I buy with my own money. These are the tricks that I want, the tricks I am the most excited about. All you have to do is click the join button on your screen. And there are 2 exciting ways to join. For $2, you'll get access to 8 extra videos a month, 8 brand new videos a month. And for $5 a month, you'll get access to 12 new videos a month. Not to mention, you'll also be part of an exclusive community of almost 500 other magicians. And if you can't find the join button, I will put a link in the description of today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.